Hello, everyone, and now welcome to Game 3, or excuse me, Game 5 in this series, as we are all tied up at 2 games apiece between, well, you guys already know the teams. I believe it's Karon versus MVP. For some reason, they are not part of the gamer tag, so it's a little bit difficult to remember them sometimes. Anyways, Naxio spawning as the teal Zerg over here in the bottom right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the top left, we in fact have Lucifron. So Lucifron doing a bit of damage early after falling in the hole 0-2 to now even up the series. What's going to be going on next in the series? As the games are still coming. So have been some entertaining games. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And just trying to address some of the comments out there. Some players or some viewers were asking me, why don't I host my own tournament? I did, in fact, host my own tournament a couple years back, fronted $2,500, and pretty much it was a lot of work. I had some of my best games I've ever cast from there. The finals were amazing, but it really didn't give me as much popularity or as much exposure as I would have originally hoped. And because of that, I thought to myself, you know what, there are already a lot of well-established tournaments. Let me just highlight them, Teamstory Cup being one of my favorites, as you really don't see that many team alliances or team games coming in. A lot of the times it's just going to be like your favorite player versus another player, and that's pretty much it. And what do we see here from Lucifron? As Lucifron looks to be going for, is it going to be an early Reaper? Not 100% sure. It might exactly be that. As the gas is already established, it looks like it will be an early Reaper. There you go. Reaper should be popping out there in just a moment. And then what is this drone going to be doing, as a supply depot could be added right there? There you have it. The drone not going to be able to take down this SCV at all. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't done a tournament. You know, back in the day when I was getting about 10,000 viewers per video, I think I could afford it. You know, give back a couple of months of views just to host a tournament. But now I just can't do it. So my apologies there, as we now see double Reapers coming out from Lucifron. Alright, this does come as a bit of a concern to me, as one Reaper is normally used for scouting, 2 Reapers is then used for aggression. Now, Reapers perhaps were a little bit were much stronger in terms of combat in Wings of Liberty. Their damage is significantly less, half that against drones and Zerglings, which means instead of two, oh, there you go, beautifully done by Nexeo, making sure to not lose any drones whatsoever. There, it looks like one drone will get taken down. A second drone, oh, not going to get taken down, as the evolution chamber goes down in place of it. The Zerglings are trying to catch up, as the Reaper is fairly fast, but not as fast as a Zergling, or not faster than a Zergling on creep. So what's going to be going down here? Zerglings are on creep. They are pretty much the same exact speed. 2 Reapers now working together. We are going to see perhaps more Zerglings joining in on the fight, but once the Queen is out, the Queen with their very strong damage as well, is just going to be able to poke apart all of these Reapers. Now, my only thought on how to make Reapers perhaps a little bit better is have their attack actually ignore armor. Reaper damage would always be a flat 8 as opposed to 6, and then when you actually upgraded the damage, it would be significant, as a lot of times the Reapers would still be able to deal full damage against units without armor, and that would actually be a pretty useful ability, as Reapers would get stronger later in the game. I just thought of that off the fly. We don't see Reapers used much beyond the early first 5, maybe 7 minutes of the game, perhaps. If they do ignore armor, having a Reaper deal perhaps, say, 14 damage against a Roach after upgrades, that would make them a little bit more balanced. compared to their cost and their investment. All right, drones now quickly falling. It looks like that Reaper may get taken down. Oh, has to be careful. That Reaper is low on hit points. That Reaper is going to try to get away. It looks like it will be able to, as this Reaper now making its way over. So Lucifron just causing a bit of harassment all over the place, as we do see, I believe, yes, the Queen did get the kill. Reminiscences of a Reaper and its jetpack now been taken down. Another Reaper here as Lucifron loses his early 2 Reapers. Taking a look at the total losses, 331 resources lost versus 250. A fairly decent trade, as Lucifron now going to be playing more of the defensive end. I like this transition by Lucifron. He's going double engineering base, and normally what you see from a Zerg player now is counter with roaches. You normally see that just because most Zerg players think to themselves, you know what, those Reapers is going to put my opponent's tech behind. I can attack with roaches. What can really be done? They forgot about Marauders, Widow Mines, and a bunker. But Nexeo, the Zerg player, instead transitioning into a 3rd base, and it looks like he's going to be continuing that macro. So Nexeo, one of those Zerg players who really want to use the Zerg advantage in terms of production, and very keen on keeping these creep tumors alive, quickly canceling them so that the creep tumors can continue to spread. All right, here comes the Hellions. Hellions trying to finish this off. Is it going to burrow in time? It looks like it will. Oh, no, it doesn't. Or, yes, it does, but it is taken down as Lucifron kept a mental note of where that creep tumors was, and then positioned himself so that the splash damage from the Hellion would still finish it off. All right, the creep is still spreading on out. That creep tumor was taken down there. I don't know if it was from a Queen or perhaps from this creep tumor. It looks like that trail will end there, as Nexeo still spreading off creep to the north. Lucifron, meanwhile, already has an orbital command, is going to try to upgrade or establish up his 3rd expansion. However, his drone or his SCV count is rather low at only 39, and this is a bit of a head scratcher for me that he would be aggressive enough to take up a 3rd base before he really had the SCVs. Zergling here may be able to take off a mule or 2. This would be a significant hit towards the economy, as 1 mule can harvest up to 300 resources. There it goes, that SCVs, or the SCVs now repairing that mule. As we are going back in over here, Zerglings still hiding off here. Hellion's going to be able to intercept these Zerglings if they try to make their way. Oh, the Zerglings do a quick run by the Hellions and their pilots asleep, as you now see another round of Zerglings. An SCV does get taken down there, and a bit of a loss. Once more, Zerglings now making their way out to the north. Lucifron is in a bit of trouble. He is still down in terms of production. We are transitioning into a Spire, as Lucifron will be playing a game of catch-up. He does have a lot of Marines on the field with Marines being trained with 2 upgrades already coming in. Perhaps if Lucifron can catch a pack of Mutalisks sleeping, or if those Mutalisks just fly by those Marines, he could, in fact, deal enough damage here. This is still a bit of a concern. You can see, I like this play once more by Lucifron, building a supply depot wall to force the Zerglings to try and run around, get a little bit too close, and oh, it still didn't matter because the Widow Mine couldn't target fast enough. All right, there you have it. Another Zergling goes inside, and looks like another SCV taken down. Just keep a small group of Marines here to finish off any units. Perhaps even a bunker right here would be enough. Lucifron down by about 15 supply. We can see that the bases is 3 bases to 3. Nexeo taking up a macro hatch and now looking to perhaps expand here to his 4th base. We'll see if he does the double expand that most Zerg players do, making it difficult for their opponent to try and shut it down. All right, give me one moment. All right, had to get the door. Let's go back, come to this. Mutalisks are now looking to come in here. There is an Overseer nearby, should be able to take down those Widow Mines. However, you do not want to do it with Mutalisks, as Mutalisks do not have enough range in order to shut down a Widow Mine. Widow Mine range of 5, Mutalisks with a range of 3. Overseer now keeping track of the field as the Mutalisks are now looking to fly in. However, there are missile turrets strategically placed throughout the map. However, one is not yet done, and Lucifron may be exposed just a bit. Here we have more Marines now making their way over, and how much damage will be done. Another Overlord off over here will be pushed back as the Zerglings, Banelings finding their target, and a beautiful split attack by the Zerg, causing some problems here. One last Zergling will get taken down, and Lucifron did defend that fairly well, but I don't know if Naxael will be able to continue to pull off those maneuvers. If he is, it is going to cause a bit of problem for Lucifron. As we can see, oh, there goes the Widow Mine. Beautiful timing, knowing how long 40 seconds is in the game, knowing that the Widow Mine was not yet ready to launch another attack, as the Overseer now backing off. It does have the pneumatized Carapace, meaning that it does have the movement speed of an upgraded Zealot while not charging. However, Marines do move slightly faster. Naxael cleaning that up, and Lucifron looking to take back the Swarm, but no, the Swarm is going to get in front, only to see the Medivacs pick up all of those Marines. Here we go, once more, beautiful micro by both sides, as Naxael and Lucifron are only differing in terms of supply by about 7. Small difference there, as the Marines and the Zerglings now once again try to engage. Are those Banelings going to hit? Yes, they do. And down go the Marines. Mutalisk now looking to try to engage again. Mutalisk and Zerglings are backing off, as the hatchery is now up for Naxael. Naxael is transitioning out of this beautifully, getting the necessary gas in order to go for heavy Baneling, Zerglings, and Mutalisk. Bling Mutaling, so to speak. A very, very old traditional style in Wings of Liberty, but very effective against this mass Marine style, as we're going to see, as the Mutalists are going to get picked apart here. Oh, this could be a bit bad, as we now see perhaps this is going to be a little bit of a flight here. Marines now getting caught out of position. Mutalists, however, unable to engage there, as the Marines are now getting close to each other. Oh, too bad. Those Widow Mines are like, hey, that's a changeling. Maybe I should attack it. That would actually be really, really bad news there, as there's a lot of Widow Mines here. And that, yeah, you know why it's bad. All right, let's go see what's going to be happening next. So far, Lucifron has not spotted this. Mutalisk now looking to come in once more, only to get taken down again. There are some Hellions in the center of the field. No Hellbats as of yet. And Hellbats, one of those units that would actually be very, very useful right now. Hellbats do deal a lot of damage to Zerglings. The problem is that the Banelings will still find their target and take them down fairly quickly. Here we go, Marines, Banelings, no creep, as we can see quickly how fast those Marines jump back into their target. Here, let's go. Marines now trying to retreat. Zerglings, Banelings now coming in from the far side. A huge Baneling pop on top of nothing. This could be a very, very bad Baneling bust, as you see Baneling after Baneling going down without hitting anything at all. But Naxael still coming out ahead here. Not quite sure how, except for all of the additional bases. Meanwhile, a drop now happening in the main. Zerglings coming in to clear it up, and that will get taken down. Mutalisk is going to try to clean this up, as we now see a counterattack coming in from Lucifron. Lucifron pushing in with a lot of Marines, going to take down some creep tumors. And what is this? Here's that expansion that I was expecting much, much earlier, as the Marines are now trying to perhaps get back away. No, they are fighting on creep. This could be very bad, as the Marines and the Zerglings once again just doing a bit of a chase. There is all of those Widow Mines. The Widow Mine's going to splash up on top, taking down many of the units here. And here comes another flank from all the sides, and this could be bad. Lucifron losing a lot of units. All the Marines trying to get back here. The Zerglings going to get into position. The Banelings just waiting to explode. There it goes, taking down all the Marines there. Once more at the door. It looks like all of these supply depots may get taken down. There goes the missile turret, as the Zerglings unable to finish off a Widow Mine here. Let's see. This one command center may get taken down. Is it going to get taken down? I do believe so. It is already down to 800, 700 hit points. Will not be able to fly away in time. Already down to 300, 200, and baby, let it burn, as SCVs now making their way over. Okay, Zerglings now being brought over. SCVs not going to be able to get the repair off. Orbital command center now taken down, as we still see SCVs trying to get away. You can also see that there is a wall, an actual wall of changelings right there, making it very difficult for Lucifron to get his units up onto the high ground. Very, very cute play, causing a choke point with his own units that you have to focus fire to take down. Meanwhile, it looks like another drop was just failed, as the Queen now going to try to snipe down this medevac. There is 2 Queens here, meaning 1 dead medevac. There it goes. Queens are upgraded with O2, as the Zerglings and the Banelings ready to come in. Banelings now going to roll on forward. That's going to be a bad splash there, but you got to remember, Banelings still do splash damage, as a couple Widow Mines get taken down. Banelings now making their way forward here. Marines now trying to retreat. Is it going to be enough? Marauders now taking down some of the Zerglings here as the Mutalisk count still very high at this point. We are sitting at 25 as the Overseer still dropping Changelings, and another Marine gets picked apart. Here we have more Marines looking to make their way through again. These Overseers, 1, 2, both of them get taken down, and there is one Changeling here. There it goes to reactivate the Xel'Naga Tower. Okay, Mutalisk now looking. Where are they going to be traveling to next? Widowmine's going to be burrowing. Marines now going to fight back as the Widowmine's burrowing themselves in just a second, forcing all of the Mutalisk to back away. Here we go. There's another attack. The Banelings going to hit. The Mutalisk back off just in time as the Zerglings are letting the Widowmines do the majority of the damage, but Lucifron, with very, very keen senses, able to unburrow them just in time once more. This game has been an absolute tremendous battle in the entire center portion, as we now see the Mutalists are trying to engage here. Both of them sticking to their strategy, hoping that they can deal a lot of damage here. Mutalisk now coming inside the main base, and oh, this could be a problem. I don't believe Lucifron was ready for this, as the Mutalisk count is so high that it didn't really matter how many units we saw. All right, Reactor's going to get taken down. All right, Marauder's going to get taken down as well. And what is going on here? Units falling left and right. So many Mutalisks, as we now see a Marine squadron now trying to take down this bottom right-hand side here. The production, all of these Marines coming out in a single file line. This is going to be an absolute nightmare, as the Mutalisks still have that improved regeneration. With Lucifron losing building after building and so many Marines, this is really gonna hurt. All the Marines trying to pop out, only to see themselves falling in a matter of seconds. Double Mutalisk, one missile turret now taken down, as well as that is gonna burn to a crisp. More Marines taken down, as we could see the top left here. Main attack now coming in. Lucifron trying to engage. There's a beautiful Ultralist transition by Naxeo. And with so many Marines on the field and not enough Marauders, is it going to be enough? All right, Ultralisk continuing the charge. They are fighting on creep, moving extremely fast, taking down multiple Marauders here, as the Mutalisk count still very, very strong. Lucifron is in trouble, as he is now down by about 70 supply. Naxeo still sitting at 190. Lucifron sitting at 111. One Zergling down here preventing the burrow. Very, very nice, as the Medivacs still try to get away. And there's the GG by Lucifron. Naxeo makes MVP up ahead 3-2 in this series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.